Hey everybody, welcome to another video on ATF Training Center's YouTube channel. Sorry guys, I've been a little bit absent from YouTube. I've been doing a lot in life. Life has been crazy, life has been hectic and busy, but I'm glad about it. I'm grateful and I'm thankful because if you don't have anything happening in your life and you're not on the move, then I don't know what you're doing. I'm so grateful for, all the people who've clicked on this video, clicked on other videos. Like I said in the last video, it's not a lot of people right now, but I believe that this channel will hit and it will, rise up and it will be something awesome. So I'm going to continue to keep making these videos. It will help somebody somewhere, and that's all I'm in it for. All right, so today we're going to talk about, oh yeah, if you guys don't even see her right there, that's my daughter, my son. He's sitting in the bouncer, so if you hear something, if you hear me say something, if you hear me talking, I'm talking to them. If I'm disciplining or something, just hold for a moment. Stay in the video, okay? Don't worry about them. They're cute. All right. So, today we're gonna be talking about something very, very, very exciting. We're gonna be talking about the fact that I have lost 100 pounds. We are going to talk about how I lost 100 pounds. Okay. So, if you guys don't know, 2 years ago, I had my daughter Joey, and I've been an athlete my entire life. I think I told my story a little bit in the first video, but I've been an athlete my entire life, pretty much my entire life, probably since elementary school. But I've always been on the heavier side of an athlete, put a lot of strain on my body. It's always not since second grade. It's always been a thing to try to get me to lose weight. And I used to hate the conditioning part of practices and everything, but I love working out now. I love exercising. I love training, so you don't gotta worry about that. Whatever. It's not where you start; it's where you finish at. So just a little bit of a backstory. Um, in 2015, she was like a few months old. Can't remember how old she was. But I think she was coming up on one. And I said, this was in the winter actually. And I said, I want to lose at least 60, at least 50 pounds before her birthday and before she turns one. I was very embarrassed because that was the heaviest I've ever been in my entire life. Um, and when I looked at pictures of myself, I didn't even know who that was. It looked like somebody like stuffed me with cotton. And like I said in the other video, you don't have to feel like you're nasty or you're disgusting because you're bigger. If you desire to lose weight, then you could do that, but you don't have to act like you're disgusting because you're not. It's about what's inside of you, not how you look on the outside. And that's something I really learned through this process. But in 2015, my heaviest was 302 pounds. Yes, I said it, 302 pounds. And I was swollen, y'all. My face was swollen. I was swollen. And by the way, this will probably be a longer video because I'm, getting into some backstory and all that. But yes, so my heaviest I was 302 pounds. Um, I gained about 60 pounds when I had Joey, probably a little bit more. I can't really remember my start weight or like my pre-pregnancy weight with her. And so, yeah, so in December, I lived like right behind a Gold's Gym. Shout out to all my peeps at All New Gold Gym. Yeah, that's where it all started, man. I went there and I took like a tour around there, and I did a fitness test with one of my really, really awesome people that an awesome trainer that I'm still connected with till this day. Her name is Tammy. She's awesome. She took me under her wing as soon as I came there, and she was just like, I was just so embarrassed. Like it was crazy. Part of it was sorry y'all, my chair went down. Part of it was to hang from a bar for like as long as you could, and I like couldn't even do it for 30 seconds, and I was just embarrassed. Like I was just like, dude, I went to college to play Division 1 softball. Like, granted, I didn't play for a long time, but I'm like, I at least I had the ability to do that, and I can't hang from a bar for 30 seconds. Like, I was super embarrassed. And from then, they had this thing called Goals Fit. It's like CrossFit, but they don't use barbells, so it's like a little downgrade from what I do and from CrossFit. Basically, they use like dumbbells and kettlebells. They don't use barbells. And so I told her, I kept like playing it off like I can't come. I'll join later, or whatever. But for real, what I was doing, I was actually running. It started off. I was running like I would start Monday. I would run 1 mile, and then Tuesday 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. And if I did run on Saturday, I would run 6 miles. So if you add that up, you could see a week. I was running a lot a week. And I was pretty heavy when I started doing that. And so I would do that in the morning, and then at night I would go across the street and I would go to Gold's, and I would work out, and I would just, this is when I started to fall in love with programming for CrossFit, because I started programming my own CrossFit workouts. And it wasn't like they had this room upstairs, and it was like seclusion, I guess. I didn't really want to be bothered by nobody. I just wanted to just be in this room. Like, there's other people who were getting personal training that they would come in there, but they'd never bother me because they're getting personal training, so they're talking to their trainer. So I was just in my little corner grinding with kettlebells and stuff, and um, training barbells, and doing stuff like wall balls and everything, just grinding. And once I finally started to see the numbers dropping on the scale, and I want to say I lost about 30 or 40 pounds. Then that's when I started to go back to Goals Fit. And then I was like, I joined Goals Fit. And I was like, okay, like, I could get into this, whatever. So then I started doing that every day at 11 o'clock. And then at night before, because I was working a night job doing security, or as my dad says, top flight security. um, I was working security at night. I think it was like 3 days a week or something like that. But it would run into the next day. So what I would do was I would go to GhostFit at 11, and then right before I went to work, I would go there and like weight lift or do some type of bodybuilding training for like an hour and a half or maybe two sometimes. So I was hitting the two a days, and I've always done that. When I get back into working, I've always hit a two a day. Like, that's just what I do. And so the weight started coming off, whatever. I lost about 63 pounds, I think, before I found out that I was pregnant with Josiah. And then I was like, well, the only way I'm going to stay healthy, I did a lot of research and everything. And it was like, it was cool for me to continue to train while I was pregnant with him. And so I did that. I continued to not go super hard. There's a lot of people who are against people who are pregnant training, which it is not a terrible thing, especially if you have a healthy pregnancy, and if you've been doing it before, then there's no reason to stop. You just have to make changes when it comes to weight. Don't go as heavy, don't go as hard. You need to be able to speak in between your exercise, because if you can't talk, then you're doing too much. So just simple things like that. And again, shout out to Tammy, because she looked out for me that entire time that I stayed there. I didn't continue doing it due to like family issues and stuff. A lot happened in our lives around that time. But when I did, she was very helpful. Like, when I wasn't feeling good, it was like, she was there, making sure that I wasn't going too hard or too rough. And there's other people there as well. Shout out to y'all if y'all ever watch this video. Um, but yeah, so uh, I didn't gain weight. I didn't gain weight for like, excuse me. I didn't gain weight for about a good 5 or 6, 7 months. um, and then through that time, um, I don't know what. Yeah. So yeah. So through that time, I didn't gain weight. I started to gain weight probably. Let me see. Probably when I was about like 8 months. That's when the 20 pounds or whatever. And granted, I was not eating good. Again, there was a lot of big family issues going on. Um, we didn't have stable housing and things like that. So it made it really tough for me to have like home cooked meal for myself and stuff like that. So we did a lot of eating out and all of that. And so the fact that I did not gain that much weight was pretty cool. And so I left my security job and I actually got a job with a company doing what do you call it? Medical record scanning. So I went from an active job, where I had to walk around, do rounds, and interact with people and make sure people weren't stealing and throwing up on property and doing crazy stuff, um, to sitting at a desk for 8 hours a day, which was pretty boring, but it was easy, and it didn't put any strain on me. And I think that was probably the best thing I could do, being as though my life was pretty stressful at the time. So it helped me to relax and cool down and whatever. So through that, when I was working, like sometimes when I didn't like while something was scanning, I would get up and do like sets of 10 squats and then do 5 push-ups, and then I would just keep doing that over and over and over again. Um, and that was pretty much how I kept active while I couldn't really go to the gym because I had started working like super full time. I went from a part time night job to super full time. Um, and so fast forward to me about to have Josiah. In between that time, literally, I would do like things like air squats and push ups. Um, do little bridges and stuff, and literally like that's all I did past the time of me leaving Goals Fit. And so I guess that helped me a little bit not to gain so much weight. And then in the beginning of the year, we got our own home, and I was able to, kind of get into things. And then in March, I was about 260. So I gained, I don't know, it was like 30 pounds pretty much with him. And so once I gained 30 pounds, I had him and I was just like itching to get back into working out. And then that's when um, I've always wanted to start a gym. I've always wanted to be some type of trainer or some type of something. Actually, before I wanted to be a physical therapist. So this kind of ties into all that, and that's where ATF came from and ATF Strong hashtag. These are on the websites, by the way, and so is this. Just had to throw that in there. But yeah, so that dropped into my spirit, and it was a perfect opportunity for me to start it. So I started looking around for places and ordering all the equipment to my house, and yeah. So 4 weeks postpartum, I started to lightly train. When I went to the doctor for my 6 week checkup, I had already been doing a little bit of something. And I was like 251, or no, I was 255 when oh no, okay, so before I had him, like before the day before they weighed me, I was like 267, 268. Then when I had him, I was like 258. So I think I lost like 10 pounds just by having him. And then after that, working out, I was like please be quiet. Thank you. Please be quiet. After that, I was like 250. And then, so then I was 250. And that was like with like maybe, what was that for? Okay, yeah, so like 2 weeks of lightly training. So just moving my body, literally. Like, I didn't really, like, if I use the barbell, it was probably empty, or I put like 10 pounds on each side. Like, it wasn't anything serious. I modified everything. But, so yeah. So, lost about 8 pounds in 2 weeks, which really isn't a lot, compared to how I lose weight now. But, so yeah, I did that. And after that, they gave me the go ahead. They're like, yeah, you're good to go. Like, everything's healed fine. Still just be very careful. And I was like, all right, cool, deuces. I'm like, when I come back here for my women's like yearly check or whatever, y'all gonna see a whole smaller person, because I was determined, and I still am. So I was just going and going. So like every time, like I didn't just look at my long-term goal, which is like 180 something, and then I'll try to get down to 170 and see how I feel, because I already look really small for how much I weigh, and I don't want to look like sick or anything, or not like myself. So I'm very skeptical about how low to get my weight. But if I look good at 270, then I may try to go down to 260. Maybe not on purpose, but it might just happen that way. Um, but yeah, so I was determined, and like I said, I still am. So I just started going, and every week it literally was eat right, do what you can. It's okay if you slip up. And every principle that I've said to you guys, every principle that's in the ebook, all of those principles, I'm able to write and say these things because I've tried it on myself. And that's the only reason why I'm making these videos, because I've tried them and they work, guys. They work. I'm telling you, they work. They work. 100% of the time, they work. So every week, I was determined, and I said, if I was at 250, I'm like, okay, we're just gonna keep going a pound a day, a pound a day. So by the end of the week, I would be 245, and then after that, I would be 245, probably even less than that, like 242, right? And then after that, I would be down to like 230 something. And so each week, or each week and a half, it was always just trying to get down to the next 10 of a number, from 250 to 240, from 240 to 230, from 230 to 220. It was always that. And I will always be like, man, I wonder what I'm going to look like when I get to 220. And then it was just like out of nowhere, I'm looking down the scale and it's like, it says 220. And I'm like, whoa, like this is crazy. I never thought I would, the smallest that I remember I was in high school was 212. So then I'm like, whoa, that's going to be crazy when I get to 212. When I saw 212 on the scale, guys, I was like, what in the world is going on? I was like, this is exciting. And then I was like, okay, I get to 205. Man, I know I'm doing something. Sorry, guys, my son is crying. And I got to 205, and I'm like, what is this? Like, I was excited. And now, guys, I was like, I'm just waiting to get to 202 so I can make this video to tell you guys that I lost 100 pounds. Guess what I am today? I'm 201 pounds, and I am proud to say that, because, like, tomorrow, I'm going to be probably, like, 199. And I'm out of the 200-pound club. Like, it's insane to me how our bodies could just quickly just drop weight when you put the work in. And the past, like, I told you guys, my life has been, like, busy, hectic, crazy. And in the last 2 weeks, I literally have eaten what I wanted and put that into intermittent fasting. And I've been intermittent fasting, and I've been, like, getting it, guys. I'm excited. So I made this video to tell y'all how I lost 100 pounds. That's literally how I did it. I mean, every principle that I told y'all, every principle that I've been talking about, and you know, your mindset, your heart, determination, your support system. Shout out to my family. Shout out to my kids. Shout out to my husband. Even though everything has not been peaches and cream with us, and I can honestly say that, I'm happy because he definitely tells me, you're doing a good job and you're doing great. Like, wow, you're actually putting in the work. And I appreciate that. Shout out to my church family, because they constantly, like, every Sunday they see me, and I guess I'd be looking smaller. I don't know. But they encourage me as well. And I'm just happy for the people, who support me, because I could not do this without God and my support system. There's no way that I can make these type of accomplishments without these elements, and I'm grateful. And guys, if you don't have a support system and you want to lose 100 pounds, you want to lose 50, you want to lose 20, 30, whatever it is, if you don't have a support system, just know I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Y'all can hit me up anytime, any day. I'll reply. I promise you. So, with that being said, if y'all want some ATF fit gear, you can go on the website. It'll be down in the description below. We got these ATF I think they're called, like, cozy hats or whatever. They got the little joint in there. We got the hashtag ATF strong. This is one of the OG shirts. We got some joggers on there. We got some stuff with these logos. This is the actual ATF Fit Gear logo. This is, like, more of the gym stuff. So if you guys are a little confused with that, I actually have a clothing line, and then there's the stuff, like, if you were to come to my gym and join or stuff like that, you could rep the gym as well. So thank you guys for watching this video. My website will be in the description. My social media will be in the description below. I am so excited, guys, if y'all couldn't tell. And stay tuned for the next video, because I'm going to tell you guys how to eat healthy when you eat out. Like, if you go to McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger King, Wendy's, wherever you find yourself, and you trying to keep your figure straight, I'm going to help y'all do that. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And comment below if you guys want another video. If you guys want me to talk about any type of other topics, leave that joint down below. My lips are ashy, bro. Okay, anyways. Let me look it up. Anyway, that was so ugly. Y'all, I'm getting more comfortable in front of this camera to talk to y'all. But yeah. Follow everything down below. And I will see y'all in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll see y'all in the next one. We will. Because they're in the back. Y'all can't see them, but they're there. Alright.